Why does 5/6 of the value of your home need to be paid out to an agent when selling? I just feel like I could have got all of my previous houses sold without losing that good portion of money. What are some cheaper options out there that are easy to rinse and repeat? 1 flat fee MLS, couple hundred at most to list house on MLS. 2 hire photographer for professional photos and all. Couple hundreds, 300,000, 700. 3 get a good real estate attorney and title team. 4 enjoy the tens of thousands saved. Realtors will hate you for knowing this, rolling on the floor laughing. I think when I was in Canada as was 3-4. US rates are absurd. And don't get me started about house price inflation causing those fees to go up for the same work. Flat fees should be where it's at. I couldn't be bothered for the fee. Agent brought multiple offers and I didn't need to talk to anybody. Also, I don't know what he said to them, so I'm not responsible for those promises. Just the contracts. He also staged the house and mitigated inspection issues. My agent earned their commission. Hence the $1.8 billion judgment against NAR. Redfin? Currently buying from a FSBO. They're shit at responding. Shit at scheduling. All around shit at selling their house. Would totally be worth the 3 from the seller's perspective to not have to deal with their incompetence. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think most people shouldn't. I had a FSBO seller ask me, does no inspections mean the same thing as selling as is? No sir. It does not. A lot of FSBO are lawsuits just waiting to happen. Didn't want to hire an attorney either. To save a few more dollar. I used listed by seller. Paid $60 to get the house listed on MLS and another $60 for a sale sign. Best decision ever. Just get a good lawyer. You can sell FSBO, but statistically a FSBO home generally sells for less. You can pay a flat fee to get it on the MLS. Then sell it yourself. And offer no buyer's agent commission. Good luck. You want to negotiate against someone that does it day in and day out? And most buyers don't have the money to pay for their agent out of pocket. Especially first-timers. This is a valid question. It is also a question that has been asked and answered approximately 10,000 times on this sub. I mean, the fee should be lowered or a flat rate these days. My agent brought the buyers in my case. And I was at risk of not getting a lot of interest. I was also happy to not have to lift a finger to get it done. FSBO? Negotiate a lower commission? You can easily find agents who don't get a lot of business who would be happy to take your listing on a reduced commission. Hire one of them. It doesn't. Go FSBO or flat fee listing and see how it goes. You'll find out soon enough why people pay agents. You don't have to pay from equity. You can pay them cash for their services. If you know what you're doing, you can sell the house yourself. Most people don't. It's a flat-out ripoff. Those percentages were established when houses, even super nice ones, were well below $100,000 and realtors had big expenses. Newspaper ads and the like cost a lot, and at 6-8 weeks was normal and reasonable to sell a house. Today, it's all done online, and seller agents get upset if the house takes more than a few weeks to sell. The agencies rake off tens of thousands per year from agents. It's a gigantic scam. The people we bought our house from decided realtor fees were a waste too. And then we couldn't close BC. No work had been done ahead of time, so we found out the title was bad. And that the previous owners before them had a HELOC open. Instead of knowing how to handle this, they tried to bribe the old owners into doing right. There was no title insurance. Unfortunately, our RE had to step in and help. It was all a huge bundle of mess. They undervalued the home, so we got a steal with a huge headache, lol. But yeah, they really needed an agent to help them out. Just BC you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. Do FSBO. Got a real estate attorney who wrote a contract for my buyers for $500 and I found them on Craigslist. Sold several homes this way. The homes were $20,000 or less. If I can avoid it, I'm never using a real estate agent again. They need to go the way of travel agents. Since they too have been replaced by a website. You need a lawyer to do the closing and that's about it. It's a BS system just like our tip system. Needs to go away. If realtors were so easy to be done away with, the market would have already done it, and yet they remain. Nothing stops anyone from not using realtors, yet they remain. Mystery of mysteries. If you think you can sell it on your own, no one is forcing you to use an agent. My first realtor only had one lender he worked with. Second realtor not only had a network of lenders, but anytime we needed work done, a specific inspection, she had a big list of people to use and were all great. So I also thought a realtor was useless until my second realtor, who has been great. Does it warrant the giant commission? Probably not, but they aren't totally useless. I googled flat fee realty my state and found a flat fee agency this way. It costs $3,500 for the agent and they negotiate $3,500 commission for the buyer's agent. House sold quickly. I was very pleased. Are you looking for a bulk buyer or are you looking to sell individually? If you are looking for a bulk buyer, you can probably do it yourself. If you are selling them individually, I wish you the best. Using an agent saves you time and gets you a higher sale price usually. Buyers' agents also often prefer to work with another realtor, not sellers directly. However, as others have said, FSBO isn't a bad option when you do it right and have the right team in place. Aren't there a bunch of lawsuits about this very topic popping up in the last week? I bought my current house FSBO. We negotiated a price a little under market value. Seller didn't lose $6 in agent fees and I got a deal. Both sides happy. There's lots of moving parts to a transition and lots of potential problems. A good realtor that knows the process, knows the local market down to the neighborhood's recent activity and has the client's interests foremost is worthy of their commission. If they lack any of the above, they aren't. In a 15-year career, I've seen a few absolutely worthless agents and maybe 5 that were outright dishonest. Nobody forces sellers to hire agents. FSBOs historically sell for 14 less. I hope the entire profession dies off soon. If you can do it, great, come back and let us know how it went. Why not just get your license and do it? It's cheaper than the commission you pay out. You could also make easy money off other clients afterwards. It's so lucrative. Might as well join, but of course charge less because you wouldn't want to overcharge for your services. Tying agent fees to a percent is absurd. There is not a substantial difference in the work required of an agent for a $200,000 home and a $6 million home. My agent is a realistic, reasonable human. We have negotiated fees that make it worth her time to work with me, but not the equivalent of over $1,000 per hour with a high school diploma and a 3-week online real estate course. If you think you can sell the house without an agent so you don't have to pay one, then do it and you'll see what they do to earn their commission. Losing. Because people are too lazy to sell their home themselves and because a realtor isn't going to waste time showing a home offering him 0 commission. How would you handle showings? What if there's dozens of people interested?